probably he'll be there. I'm sure. I mean, this is a loaded card. Fuck, this is probably the most loaded card I've ever seen.
They're saying that because of Turkey. This is a throwback to the Don King days of just stacked cards.
It is. I mean, it is. But I like I said before, I think Vergil's and Tszyu fight is the main event. That's the main event, hands down. I mean, you can almost predict the other guys who's going to win. This is a 50-50. We're going to fight, kind of see what happens.
And the final message to the fans, all the fans that, like you said, they've been in the ups and downs with your son, with your team. What message do you have to them that are super excited just to see?
Oh, just that, we're happy. If they're happy, we're happy, for them, that they're happy for us and where Vergil's at. I understand as a fan, like a Fernando Vargas fan, when he would lose, I'd cry with him, and when he'd win, I'd win with him. I felt like I did, right? So I understand the feeling, and then not only that, but it's my son, there's a lot of people that see who he is and really care about him, and I'm just happy that he's still here to perform, because to have someone like him not be in the sport, it's like a crime, because you can't. I mean, somebody else like him, there's not somebody else like him in the sport. So I'm happy for them that they're excited to see him fight.
And final question, Tszyu coming off this loss, does this make him a more dangerous fighter?
Say it again?
Tszyu coming off a loss against Fundora, losing his title, does that make him a more dangerous fighter?
No, I mean, the way he fights is not going to change how he fights then and how he changes now. Now, he might be more eager, but, I'm sure he's going to train how he trains. I'm probably sure they're going to pay attention to little details and stuff, but, I mean, a fight, once they're in there, fuck. There ain't nothing much else you can do but fucking fight. Once they're getting down, it's no matter what, even your coaching, they're not gonna hear you because of the crowd, and that just comes up to them and see who makes their own adjustments in there. It's gonna be a good fight regardless of who wins or not, Mm-hmm. So.
And truly, final question: were you one of the ones that was fooled that Ryan was a little loopy, coming into that fight in Brooklyn?
I didn't know. I hadn't even told one of the guys, man, he's probably acting it, but there's. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't surprised by Ryan winning that way. I told my son, if he's like that, the only chance he has to win the fight is to hit Devin early. You got to hit him early. Because I know these kids since they were young. I see what I see, and I just feel like if he hits them early, then Devin will abandon his game plan. And he hit him early, and he just abandoned his jab. I mean, like you would think that would be your, your go-to, your instinct. But again, I can't say anything. I don't train him. I don't know. I'm not bashing him or nothing. I just would have thought that he would have got on the stick and used his feet. But he was hurt, so at the same time, it's not very, some people respond well when they're hurt. When my son got hurt that one time against Chavez for a split second, a lot of guys would have ran. Vergil hurt him right back. He's taught that if you're hurt, get your shot right back, get it right back. But it's just how you get it back. So, try not to run into something. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
As a dad training, his son, what advice do you have to Bill? Do you take a not dangerous fight next? Do you let your son rest 6 months? What advice do you have for Team Haney?
For Team Haney? Oh, I mean, honestly, I couldn't give them advice because they're more accomplished than us on the belt stuff. His dad, people try to give his dad criticism, and I don't really see where they can. I mean, hell, his son still had a chance. I had it as very, very close. I really did. So his son still had a chance. His son was still very alert where he could defend himself, move, hold. Holding is also being part of defense. You don't always have to throw to play defense. Sometimes you can hold, especially if you're hurt. It's okay to hold it. It's when you're hurt, the referee will always say, "Show me something." That means hold. That means punch. That means move your head. Something where you're thinking. So I mean, I couldn't tell them anything because obviously they're there because of him and his dad. So I think his dad has done a great, tremendous job. From there on, it just happens. Sometimes boxing happens that way. So him and his dad should be fine. Plus, they made a shitload of money, so they'll be fine.
Thank you, Vergil. Congratulations on the win. Good to see you guys back.